that the curtains don't match the carpet. Well, maybe the carpet's a shag rug from the 80s. Maybe the carpet has dust mites and hasn't been touched in a long, long time. And maybe the curtains should just mind their own damn business. I know, it's just weird because I've been hanging out with people my own age. People who say, Dad, you look fabulous. And I go, wow, you look like you did in high school. That's if we went to Dried Apple Doll High. And when you get older, all the younger people, they go, oh, come on, you're so cute. You're cute as you age. You look good for your age. Yeah. It's weird because when I turned 60, it's just something happened in my body. It yawned, and it just never came back. I look more and more like Mrs. Doubtfire every day. I have to Swiffer under my breast. And put coffee up here, tchotchkes. I know what you're saying, that I'm handsome, thank you. But I got offered the seniors discount and it really just freaked me out. It was about 7 years ago. I'm standing at the drugstore and I see that they've given me 10% off. And I say, what's this? And they say, it's the seniors discount. And I go, well, I'm only 54. And they went, well, we give it here early. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. What if this was the drinking age? You did 18 one time and 19 another? That's crazy. It was a lot like being called from the herd, you know what I mean? Like that day you go to the bay and they say, I'm sorry, you'll have to go to the plus section. Sorry, your ass is scaring the petites. A security guard will escort you down to the escalator, where the land of stretchable waist size. So I tried to give the discount back. Have you ever tried to give a discount back to a millennial? They're like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I'm only the manager on Saturdays. I live in a tiny house. And I'm like, come on. You just moved the decimal point 1. That's over. It's 10% for God's sake. So she starts crying and she goes, I'm in an open relationship. I'm 2 degrees and I can't get work. That felt so bad for her. So I went back in and I got to the car. I thought, my God, she's in the service industry. She can't help it. She's just doing her job. She's working for 14 bucks an hour. So I go back in and I say, hey, I'm sorry. I just feel more and more invisible as I get older. And then she just walked off. She was ghosting me. That's what they call it. The kids call it that when they don't text you back, ghosting. Well, I ghost men too. I ghost old men. I look at them and I think, why aren't you looking at me? And I don't go on Tinder, no need, right? Just go to Tim Hortons if you want to find an old man. The only thing they're swiping left or right is the icing sugar. Yeah. Anyway, it was weird because I knew it was going to change when I hit 60 because my aunt sent me this card that said, now that you're 60, the weeks will fly by, but the days will drag. Happy birthday. There wasn't even any money in the card. And I don't have any cash. I didn't save. My retirement guy says, what's your financial plan? And I'm like, to be a burden to society. And then my friends always say, oh, 60's the new 40. No, it's not. No 40-year-old goes, oh, 60's the new 40. No. 60's the new 40 is why men get in motorcycle accidents. 60 is not the new 40. At 40 you can get pregnant, at 60 you look pregnant. At 40 you're talking about your new food plan. At 60 you're like, eat it, don't eat it, just shut the fuck up. At 40 you're still buying self-help books. At 60 you're selling those self-help books at a yard sale. Because you know something, you're not going to get any better. And you're fine with that you're done. You're done learning. You're done from rearranging and thinking outside the box and amalgamating and downsizing and outsourcing and everything. 60's the new 40. Can you imagine if you said that to a police officer? They pulled you over. I'm sorry, 60's the new 40. Oh, I don't know. It's just a fact. life, you just don't understand that you're 60. Your life is fast, you're busy, right? And people used to say, hey, how are you? And you'd say, fine. And now you say, busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Like you want to be busy, but don't most of you buy tickets to things and then want to cancel? Like today? Like you were thinking, do I have to go down there and laugh? Some of you are counting the minutes so you can get home and take off your bra. Yes, Jeremy, I'm talking to you. It's going so fast, you know, what I think it is that we're on our devices all the time because, you know, we're fast. You know, even my mom, she's 88 years old, and she says, I'm into the texting now. And I'm like, but you don't have a cell phone. She goes, well, I just do an LOL and make a smiley face with my mouth. And she loves wandering around, and she's like, WTF. WTF. And I'm like, do you even know what that means? And she goes, yes. Wow, that's fantastic. So we got all this stuff coming at us, and that's why we're swearing. Like when I grew up, women didn't swear. Women didn't swear, they spelled swearing. They were HW hockey, double L hockey sticks or whatever. Now we sound like geese on a pond. We're like, and we gotta stop because we're gonna get kicked out of the nursing home. Mama, I made you a you know, I got one of those trackers, those walker fit things, you count your steps. It's always wrong. I ate chips that said I did 100 steps. I made out with my boyfriend that said I pole vaulted for 3 minutes. Imagine if I have a heart attack, it'll be like, you know, once they finish paddling my chest, they'll go, congratulations, you've reached your goal. And so I'm so busy all the time. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time taking care of myself, even in the basic things. Like, I was so busy working in June, like about 3 or 4 years ago. I was so busy. I'm on the 401, and I missed my pit stop. And I just want to say at the beginning of this story, nobody wants to pee their pants. I mean, in fact, you live your whole life making sure that doesn't happen. Unless you're like a 90-year-old and you just want to piss off your caregiver. You're not going to pee your pants on purpose, right? So I'm driving along, and I really have to, and you know what? I'm holding it. I'm trying to, you know, do positive affirmations. I'm trying to remember the Kegel exercises from when I had kids. And I'm talking to myself. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because traffic has stopped on the 401. And I got my dog, and yes, absorbent, but no. And there is a big turkey pan in the back of my car, and I can't reach it, but I'm driving like this. And they say texting's bad. And so I'm like, Siri, throw the turkey pan into the back. But that would be a smartphone. Didn't do it. And so I see the traffic going toward the Avenue Road exit. I'm like, I can make it. And then I see Harvey's, and it's a beautiful thing. I can't make it. Oh my God, I go to this side street, I pull over, I get the turkey pan, you know, and I just, you know, and oh my God almighty. It's kind of like horrible and fabulous. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I never knew I went on that long. I thought my water had broke, I might be delivering another child. And I don't mean to be rude, but let's just put it this way. The angle of the dangle wasn't quite right. When a terrible thing happened, yes. When I was younger, I was like a, you know, assault rifle, but now I'm more like a sawed-off shotgun. And it was going everywhere. And I started to cry because it's awful that I'm going to have to detail my car now. And at the same time, I'm happy, and I look over, and there's all these children playing. And I'm thinking, how many points would they take away for you for peeing in front of a bunch of school children? And then I go home, and I just squish onto the elevator. And I go into my apartment, and I'm just a mess. And I call my friend, and she says, what's the universe and James said there's some friends who will stand, when you fall into a pit, they'll stand at the edge of the pit. And they'll look down and say, well, look at you, you fell into a pit. But there's other friends that'll get down into the pit with you. And Deborah Jarvis was one of those people. When I told her I'd keep my pants, she got down into the pit and she went, next time. And I went, next time? I'm planning to do this on a regular basis. Next time, we'll put some pens in the glove compartment. Yes, yes. And we all pee our pants. But you smell bad, so then have a shower.